Have you ever wondered what it really takes to build a brand from nothing? Today, we're going to do exactly that. We're going to dive into a super fun, creative case study where we invent an entire airline system, figure out its identity, and launch it on the world stage. Let's get started.
You know, every great brand, every big company, it always starts with just one core idea. For this little exercise, our idea is a fleet of animal-themed airlines all flying out of the made-up city of Happy Haven. It might sound a little whimsical, sure, but it's actually the perfect way to explore how brand strategy really works from the ground up. So here's our flight plan for today. We're going to start with the initial brief, who are these airlines really? Then we'll figure out how to match them with the perfect destinations. After that, we'll get creative and cook up a global campaign, fire up the PR machine to bring it all to life, and finally, we'll land on the big takeaway. What actually makes a brand soar? Okay, first things first, you can't build a brand if you don't even know who you are. This first part, the brief, is all about defining the very soul of each airline and, just as important, who it's for. This is where the magic starts. A simple animal mascot can define an entire brand. So you've got Hippo Airways. It just sounds friendly and perfect for families, right? Then there's Jet Jaguar. Sleek, fast, efficient, clearly built for business travelers on the go. Panda Pacific speaks to people who care about the planet. And Ungulate Air, with its elegant giraffe, it just screams luxury. See? Each one has a crystal clear identity and knows exactly who it's talking to.
So, we know who we're flying with. The next big question is, where are they going? A brand's identity is basically the compass that points it towards its perfect market.
And this, right here, this gets to the very core of marketing strategy. Picking a destination isn't just throwing a dart at a map. It's about strategically finding the places where your ideal customer already lives, or works, or wants to vacation. It's a calculated decision, not just a lucky guess. It's all about making that direct connection. So for our speedy Jet Jaguar, a global business hub like Mumbai is a no-brainer. It's a major center for finance. And for the super exclusive Ungulate Air, a destination like Monte Carlo just makes perfect sense. It's a playground for people who value luxury, art, and the finer things in life. All right, we've got our brands and we've got our destinations. Now comes the really fun part, bringing them together with a little creative magic. How do we tell the world about these new routes in a way that people will actually remember? For Jet Jaguar, the tagline is Unleash Your Business Instincts. It's sharp, it's ambitious, it doesn't just talk about travel, it speaks directly to the mindset of a high-powered business professional. The flight itself becomes a tool for their success. Now, let's totally switch gears and compare that to Ungulate Air. Experience art and luxury at 40,000 feet. This is selling a completely different feeling. The focus here is all about indulgence, creativity, and elegance. It positions the flight not just as transport, but as part of the whole exclusive experience. And for our eco-friendly airline, Panda Pacific, the tagline is basically a mission statement. Protect the planet, fly with purpose. This creates a powerful link between the brand's sustainable identity and Cape Town, a city known for its environmental awareness. You're not just buying a ticket, you're supporting a cause. Taglines and strategy docs are great, but a brand only truly comes alive when people can see it, touch it, and experience it. This is where the PR machine roars to life, turning all these abstract ideas into real, tangible launch events. And to handle our big launch, we've hired the absolute best in the business. The totally fictional, parrot-run agency, Sophie Squawk Advertising. They're famous for making a lot of noise and getting brands noticed. And trust me, they've got some big ideas. And their launch events are just perfectly tailored. For Jet Jaguar in Mumbai, they're putting on Jet Jaguar Connect, a super high-end networking event for the city's top professionals. This directly ties the brand to success. Meanwhile, for Ungulate Air in Monte Carlo, they're not just throwing a party, they're launching an entire art festival, kicking off with a VIP yacht experience. That doesn't just whisper luxury, it screams it. Of course, no great campaign happens without an amazing team. At Sophie Squawk, you've got Fally the Falcon on social media, building up all that hype. Whiskers the Walrus is managing the VIP experience, making sure it's top-notch. Stripe the Zebra is coordinating with all the artists and vendors, and Spike the Squirrel is handling all the fun giveaways. It's a fun way to see how all the different roles in a big PR launch have to work together perfectly. Wow, okay, so we've gone from a simple idea all the way to a full-blown global launch. After this whole creative journey, what have we really learned? What's the secret ingredient that makes a brand truly take flight? It really boils down to this four-step journey. You start with a clear concept, like our animal airlines. That concept then informs a targeted strategy, matching the right brand to the right place. You light it all up with a creative spark, that tagline that tells a great story. And finally, you bring it all home with activation, an experience that lets people actually feel what your brand is all about. Which leaves us with one final thought to chew on. In today's world, the market is incredibly crowded. Consumers have almost endless choices. So, is it possible that the story you tell is actually more important than the service you sell? It's a huge question, but as we've seen today, a powerful story is what can make a brand truly fly.